Hello Capricorn, welcome in. This is a general reading for Capricorn. Because it's general, not everything may resonate, but just take what does and leave the rest behind, as you well know. These readings are not going to be date specific this time around. I trust that when you come across this, that's when it's meant for you. So I'm integrating some oracle cards today, and I've actually pulled them. They're new to me, so I wanted to take a look at what the meanings were for, in a brief way, and then kind of meditate on what the result was so that I'm a little more into the reading as we come into it. So I'm using we'll start you off today with the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. It's just a beautiful images here. And I pulled for you the Maiden Magu. Maiden Magu. And this is a card about going into the shadow. Really fun stuff, huh? Going into the shadow, recognizing your limiting beliefs, your things that hold you back and pin you down is what I'm hearing there. So there's the shadow work there. The next one I received from the Starseed Oracle is Loosen Your Grip. And it has underneath here coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and letting God in as its message. And to me here, this is really about surrender. Surrendering, yes, perhaps to your shadow, to sort of like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm really going to, you don't need to necessarily have a dark night of the soul, but you do need to take a look at that. But there could be many things that show up in the reading too that speak to the need of surrender. Just letting go, letting people go, behaviors that you have, limiting beliefs, really looking into that kind of a thing. The last oracle one that we have here is the Animal Spirit deck, and then you got the owl. Just a beautiful image. It's just such a precious card. This one in particular is showing the white owl, the great white owl. And this message here, this is about abundance. It's about treasures. And treasures is pretty specific in the way I'm reading the word treasures. And also clairvoyance. So your clairvoyance could be heightened through this time and could really guide you to what work needs to be done, because the owl is a signal that there's treasures coming to you. They use the word boon. There's a boon coming, which means that it could be an opportunity. Very much could be an opportunity, not necessarily just like great wealth. Oh, you win the lottery, that kind of a thing. But there's definitely something coming your way, and that's why it is imperative to do the work that needs to get done as far as taking a look at your shadow or limiting beliefs, or just, if you're not willing to do that, just surrendering to a situation that is really pinning you down. So let's move into the reading. Okay. Doing the same 9-card spread here. I've meditated on these cards as well. And yeah, let's move into it. Okay. We have the 7 of Swords and your underlying energy. Now that's a pretty potent one to begin with. And we have the 6 of Wands underneath that, and the Knight of Swords. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, and then the 7 follows that, and that's where I'm going to stop right there. So the 7, this looks to me like there's deception and anger that have crossed your path, been part of your path of late, or if not right now. There's a victory card here that you are achieving victory in either taking a look at that, adjusting that if that's coming from you, and if it's a question of self-deception, not you deceive. Well, there could be deception coming from you as well, but I track that as self-deception, not seeing what it is. And then there's an impulsive action here. There's a need for give and take. So let's see where it goes. So we have the Star card here coming up in your recent past. Let me move these out of the way. The Queen of Swords as well. Beautiful. And then the 5 of Wands. So there's somewhat of some kind of conflict. Some discernment about what the conflict, not like serious conflict, but more like arguments, things like that. and there's a discernment that's happening in that scenario. We have the Three of Pentacles here in your present, the King of Cups right in the heart of your reading. That's beautiful, Capricorn. And then the Four of Wands. It would feel that this past energy may have dissipated, is what I'm hearing. May have dissipated. You seem to have a team of people around you. This could be a work-related scenario that's going on here, but there's something that's just, your heart is more open than ever before, is what I'm hearing. We have the Five of Cups coming up here in your near future. We have the Page of Cups, lots of cups here, and then the Four of Cups as well. So you have, it seems that your heart, I'm just getting now, your heart is starting to open, and that is going to be prevalent in your near future as well. And there's the Ace of Cups underneath there as well. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Five of Wands here. Whoops, that was fast. Oh, that's too many. Five of Wands for Capricorn. Let's clarify that. Okay, well, there we go. So we have the Justice card, the Eight of Swords, the Hermit card, three major arcana, and the Sun to clarify the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is a card, as I say, about arguments, people interfering, pushing up against you, that kind of a thing. But whatever it is that's occurred there has actually supported your path into some introspection, whatever it was. It's made things much more clear because you kind of understand where someone's coming from with that, and balanced out the status quo. Sometimes the Justice card, which is the card of Libra, can point to court or contractual things, that kind of a thing. But I'm getting here that it's more of a balance of understanding the truth of a situation after some introspection. You've been very discerning with this. You have here you have a Leo here, a Virgo, and a Libran. As a Libra twice. Aquarius is here already. And that's it so far. So let's keep going, shall we? Let's move into your present. Clarifying the Three of Pentacles. Okay, wow. Oops. Okay. So we have the Nine of Wands, there's the Page of Cups, and then the Four of Swords, clarifying the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is about collaborating with others, teamwork, team building, gathering people around you for advice and bantering things back and forth in a productive way. There seems to be some defensive stance that someone is taking on here. Defensive to there's been some kind of building and momentum with something here. It could be work related, again, work related, or you're just working on a project of some kind, but there's a building up that's brought you to the point of weariness, and you've needed to take a respite. Now this is in your present, so this could be happening right now. There's the Page of Cups here can sometimes point to an apology as well as an offer of love. I guess we need to pursue a little more into the reading for me to really understand this, but I am getting more apology than anything else. We have the King of Wands underneath here. It could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sag, someone who is a visionary, an entrepreneurial person, but there's some kind of, I'm getting the conflict is here with them. And yeah, let's just keep going and see what uncovers. Let's move to the King of Cups. This is right in the heart of your reading, Capricorn. You have the King of Cups. Let's get more clarity on that. Wow. You have the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Cups. Got a lot of cups here to clarify the King. And that is beautiful. I'm getting just this gush of, there's a turning of the wheel, which is in your favor. It's a very positive, there's the boon right there. And this is the Ace of Cups is talking about, sometimes the Ace of Cups can talk about self-love just as much as it's talking about romantic love or love, a close bond with a connection with another. And this is the Nine of Cups as well as these three right here. This is just beautiful energy here to clarify this King, who is a person who is very much in touch with their emotions. It could be that you have done some soul searching and you're getting in touch with, you've looked at some of your own limiting beliefs and surrendered to things that have become very clear to you are interfering with your life, interfering with other people's lives, creating self-deception and, gone within. I'm getting that very strongly for some of you. And as with regards to someone else here, yeah, I'm actually kind of getting that it's open-heartedness. This is where I don't know how much this has to do with others. I mean, it has to do with others in that it's going to spill out into your life, of course. But I'm really strongly getting here that this is a path that someone here is taking or needs to take or is willing to take, one with, oh wow, there's the Tower right there, about going into the shadow. And there could be an event that stirs this, that kind of thrusts you into this or thrusts the situation, or someone here is going to be thrust into a situation where it's going to kind of demand that of you, that you look at yourself or that the person looks at themselves, and that is how the healing happens. That's how the limiting beliefs get conquered, is to go in and really surrender again. I'm just keep getting drawn to that surrender card. And self-love is the key. Self-love is the key for all of us. We must love ourselves first before we can love another truly. So let's move to the, what else can we do here? I guess we'll move to the Four of Wands. Clarifying the Four of Wands for Capricorn. One more. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King, another King of Swords. Clarifying the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands here, just let me get this organized. The Four of Wands is about union. It's about happy home. It can be marriage and celebration, but it's a really happy, fulfilling card. It's one of my favorite cards, just because it symbolizes all good things that most human beings are reaching for mostly in their personal life and then in their family situation. So we have the King of Swords here, and this is an indication that there's some real truth-seeking and kind of looking at the facts, the whole facts and nothing but the facts. And that's not speaking to the heart, that's speaking to the head. So there's someone here, and this could be someone that you're dealing with. These make great lawyers. The King of Swords is known as the great, not the great lawyer, but just they make good lawyers. So there could be something contractual. You do have the Justice card here as well, where you're dealing with someone here who is a really good fact-finding, goes on fact-finding missions is what I'm hearing, and is very clear-minded, keeps their emotions out of it, This is the card of Aquarius. Do we have any others here? Yeah, I think that's it that we've added so far. Keeps their head in a really clear spot and able to translate the facts and communicates really well, and is a truth seeker again. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, and that's someone who is dutifully and confidently moving step by step in a direction that's going to further stabilize their situation. This is a very trusted individual, trustworthy and competent. So whoever fits that bill is appearing here around your home and family life. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. This definitely could be you, Capricorn. Someone who is, cares about their home life, is solid and stable, and can create a beautiful home hearth kind of feeling is what I'm getting from there. This could be a person, this could be you, or it could be another person in your world, but it's all about comfort. And it's another meaning of this as well that's coming through is self-care, that there's an intention here of self-care that's coming through. And then we have the Six of Swords here, and that is moving away from something into calmer water. So if you've had some battles here, battles as in, conflict and arguments, then you will be moving toward that which makes you feel fulfilled, which is, I think, your home life is what I'm getting here strongly. Moving in that direction. I think your home life and your heart are already, at least in the present, I'm seeing here that they are connecting themselves, so that you've got the best of both worlds. We have the Emperor here. This is the card of Aries. There could be an Aries in the midst here. This is a card about someone who is, they create a strong foundation they're the King of all kings, so they create a strong foundation so that others may benefit from that. That does require a certain level of control. Sometimes the Emperor is known to really, really have a lot of control and desire, go after a lot of control and wield it, not necessarily very kindly. So if whoever that resonates with, you or someone else, is underneath some of this this is pointing to. So we'll move to your near future. I'm going to clarify the Five of Cups here for you, Capricorn. Clarifying the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Okay. Okay, we have, there's the Queen of Swords again. Okay, Queen of Swords and the Page of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and wow, we have a lot. And the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. There we go. Clarifying the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, it's, there's someone here who has regrets. There's some regret here going on, something that was said, something was, you do have the Knight of Swords over here in your underlying energy, so there could have been an impulsive act that felt like you're deceiving someone else, and it was an actual deception or self-deception that had you acting this way, and a little too bold, had good intention, but comes in way too fast. Very fast-moving energy, so something like that could have created a regret with friends or family. I'm feeling here that it could be a friend that is doing this, that has created a regret somewhere for someone. It's a moment of truth, is what I'm seeing here. You have you have the King of Swords and now the Queen twice, and then the Ace of Swords. So there's some truth being thrown around here. Okay, and again, back to the shadow, going into the shadow to take a look at that. If that's come from you, Capricorn, it's just a question of understanding that we're really mirrors to each other, and what you're finding that is disagreeable, and you may have said something, or this is happening to you. It's really just the truth that we need to look at ourselves, is all that is. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. And this is a card about independence, reaping the benefits of your hard work and labor, with the Nine of Pentacles. And then the page here is a fresh, young idea, a fresh, just, you know, a spurt of energy where you're taking action on something that you really, it's really highlighted that it's desirable, and it's adding to your, the sense of completing the package is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that is at all, but I'm getting completing the package of what your dream is, what your, someone here has acted, taken action toward an idea, a pursuit, a passionate kind of outlook on this, and it's very fulfilling, is what I'm hearing, very fulfilling. So let's move to the Page of Cups. What are we doing for time here? Page of Cups. Wow. Clarifying the Page of Cups. Okay. We have the Magician, wow, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups. Clarifying the page. So this is pretty clear, Capricorn. There is someone coming toward you with an offer of love. Not necessarily an apology, no. An offer of love. So regardless of some moment of regret where there's truth being spoken, you have here someone, it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or just anyone who meets that criteria. And now you have the card of Aries here, and you also have Scorpio and Pisces. Did anyone else come out? Libra came out again. But you have here, you've manifested some love. Either you are offering the cup of love, or they're offering the cup of love to you. But there's something here, for some of you, it could be that you want to offer a cup of love, but you have not acted on it yet. You're keeping it to yourself. That's what the High Priestess does. She keeps things to herself, more secretive than anything else. But this is a budding, beautiful offer that has come manifest in your near future. Beautiful. And there's the Two of Wands underneath here. This is a decision, so I don't know that you've actually, well, this isn't supposed to be in the future. It can kind of move all over, but this just to give us some structure here. But I think that it'll really shift. If you are to offer this person, or they you, this cup of love, this offer, an opportunity, I think it'll really change the course of your life. And you know that. Let's clarify your final outcome here, which is the Four of Cups. Clarifying the Four of Cups for you. Clarifying the Four of Cups. Wow, another ace. So you have the Nine of Swords, but you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, clarifying the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups it can talk about just being meh, just being bored, basically bored. It can also talk about, looking back and not really noticing that you're being offered this cup of love. I mean, someone is offering you, is about to offer you a cup of love, or they you. And if it's you offering it, then they may be, the outcome here could be that they either don't really want a commitment, or they're just sort of like their heads in the clouds. They're not really paying attention to it. But the offer is about a brand new beginning. So I can't imagine that they don't really know if it's a connection that you are offering this cup of love to, but you have a brand new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles, and it's very much a 3D related. This can talk about relationship, job opportunity, a promotion, anything like that. The Ace of Pentacles. It could also be that boon that we're talking about, where there's a big, all of a sudden a gush of money comes into the picture, like inheritance or some kind of winnings. It can point to that. I'm feeling here that it's more about the treasure that we're talking about here is really about the connection. And I'm getting the sense that you're kind of in an, if someone's offering you a cup of love here, Capricorn, you're kind of, it creates some anxiety in you, and you may be compelled to kind of run away from that commitment. You're not really ready for that level of commitment yet. It's you know that it's big, and you know that it's gonna be long term. So it's kind of stressing you out, is what I'm hearing. And I'll go back to our cards here about surrendering to let God in, to let the light in. When you do this kind of shadow work that Kuan Yin is suggesting, it really does open up this boon that is inherent here in your spread. It is, without doing that, it kind of pins you down to the past. And that's what I see in your final outcome, is that you're looking back at the past. You're kind of pinned to the past to some degree, which is creating the anxiety. So there's the real message here is, once you do this shadow work, the wheel turns, the cup comes, the insight into oneself comes, the light comes in, and your heart continues to open to the point where you can receive the treasure of connection and the treasure of monetary abundance that all comes with that as well. So, wow. No idea where all that came from. I hope that was helpful, Capricorn. And if you enjoyed the reading, please do like, share, subscribe. It's very helpful. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. And until then, take care. Bye.